Do you know those who landed from the sky? Annunaki. Have you ever wondered why our school lessons only touched on one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, the Sumerian civilization? Imagine this. Thousands of years ago in ancient Mesopotamia, a civilization flourished with such progress, which seems to be a missing legend. The Sumerians, who are an accomplished people, a lunar calendar, the wheel, the glass, and even sailing boats, and traveled to South America. And there are archaeological signs. There she returns to her civilization, and they were the pioneers of channels, cities, maps, and jewelry, with more than 500 recipes, and believed that they spoke the first language of humanity and left behind the oldest written records. And despite their wonderful contributions, they often remain marginalized in history lessons. Why this? It is said that understanding our past can prepare us for the future, however. The discussions are still ongoing between historians and archaeologists about the first civilization, and there is a mysterious legend written by the Sumerians known as the Annunaki, and although it is controversial, it draws a picture of a civilization formed by heavenly beings from a distant world called Nibiru. Needs to an explanation, and I will explain it sincerely and truth, dear follower, the page of Triangle Greatness at the beginning. And in 1949, British archaeologists discovered 14 old paintings in Sumer, dating back to the 24th century BC, yes, like what you say. These clay panels tell a story that intertwines with the origins of many myths and around the world about creatures that fell from the sky to our world. And they are more than us, and talk about a time when beings were from heaven, the Annunaki, or the real name of which they do not want archaeologists saying, frankly, that they were demons that were cursed and fell and became, you are going on the ground. And if your previous mind is linked to these beings, which was mentioned by the ancient Indian civilization, you will know that they were not only in Iraq, but they landed to India, Egypt, and Algeria, in Sephar, as well as in South America, and these peoples mentioned almost the same descriptions, and these organisms are described as heavenly, and I say to it the name of the guards of the sky and the lower world. And I prayed to Earth 445,000 years ago from Nibiru, which is a red planet rich in iron oxide that may be their first exile, and it appears every 3,600 years and sees the peoples of the earth, and the clay panels reveal that the atmosphere of Nibiru has deteriorated between Praklis were expelled from it, which prompted the Anunnaki to search for gold on the ground for its reform, and the truth, search for the human being to enslave it and take revenge on it. And it is interesting that after the discovery of a mysterious grave in Iraq in 2008, it contains the giant of Hola, the sons of the fall of the fallen, one of whom was decorated with gold, increases from the intensity of speculation about the presence of Anunnaki on the ground and ensuring the sincerity of the heavenly religions that spoke about the existence of the bad deeds. And comparisons are often made between the Anunnaki and the influenced by the aforementioned in the book of Akhnuk and other ancient texts. When the Anunnaki arrived, they used another race, the Igi, as workers for them after an illusion of a new hybrid race between man and Satan, and they are the giants to enslave human beings easily, as they collected their genes with human genes. This hybrid, known as Adamo, has become the workforce of Anunnaki over time. Reactions led Anunnaki with human women to the emergence of the Nephilim is the giants who are described as giants in the texts of the Bible. And it is said that the Great Flood, which was recorded in many ancient cultures, was the result of the nearby orientation of Nibiru as well, meaning that the one is the one and the one who is God who punished them and brought them down the first time, and then dropped whoever remains from them after their disobedience, and left them to protect the human in the second regiment, according to the book of Akhnuk. And this confirms the sincerity of the heavenly religions in her talk about the Amalek sons of Annunaki, that they are a body of demons, who witnessed destruction and exile to the earth, and God has commanded his prophet Noah, peace be upon him, to build an astronomy, To preserve humanity is for a new era after the flood. But after the death of the Amalek, the demons continued to influence human civilization and established royal strains and transferred the demonic knowledge of black magic, harmful medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and the malicious technology of human for evil. All of this was about 6,000 years ago, and civilizations have emerged that owned these sciences, which seem to have appeared from nothingness with an incredible development and clarified archaeological discoveries, such as clay panels from the Assyria Bannable Library, details of the activities of Annunaki in Africa as well, as these ancient records depict the astronomical system exactly. An achievement that seems impossible for the civilization that has just discovered the wheel, as the distorted history says, and raises the puzzle and their stories to a richer and more complex history than we have. Sources: the 14th Sumerian clay panels, the Book of Annunaki, the Book of Those Who Landed from the Sky, some texts of the Bible of the Old Testament, some Islamic hadiths on the Amalek, the Book of Ancient Indian Heavenly Creatures, and the texts of the Veda. If you like the content, make follow or subscribe, interact with a comment, and thank you for watching.